Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's assembly with me, Miss Katherine. I do have quite a bit of information today. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible. I do want to start out by saying I do not have Youth of the Week to announce this week. We were not able to have our regularly scheduled staff meeting because of the school holiday 2 Fridays ago, and then of course we were closed all last week, so I don't have nominations yet. But what we're going to do, I'm going to ask the staff today and tomorrow to tell me who should be nominated for the last week that we were here. And then this Friday, they'll give me nominations for this week, and we'll do a double announcement at next week's assembly. So no Youth of the Week to announce today, but we will double it up next week. Okay, I need to do a quick correction. We were supposed to be starting our program with the Girl Scouts today, but because of the weather and everything, we are pushing it back 1 week. So Girl Scouts is not starting today. They will start next week. Now remember, this is for our Lions groups. It is an activity led by Girl Scouts, but it is not for girls only. It is for everybody. So yeah, it is some information about different countries and cultures around the world. So hopefully you guys will get a lot of information from this program, and we will meet the lady running that next week. I was going to tell you her name, but I forgot it, so I can't. The next thing I need to mention, we are starting the NYOI survey, and I've mentioned this before in the previous assemblies, but I have more information today. So NYOI stands for the National Youth Outcomes Initiative. And so this is a survey that is taken by Boys and Girls Club members all across the country. So you guys will be taking the same survey as kids in California, as kids in New York, as kids in Washington. Everybody takes the same survey. The survey takes about 20 minutes to complete. It is for any members who wish to complete it ages 9 and up. So you do have to be 9 years old to be a part of the survey. The survey is going to start next Monday, which is March 1st. So we'll start having you guys complete it next Monday, March 1st. And the last day for the survey is April 9th. So if you are right now 8 years old, but your birthday is before April 9th, you will be able to do the survey if you choose to. If you are currently 8 years old and your birthday is after April 9th, you'll get to do the survey next year. Okay, so as long as you turn 9 before April 9th of this year, you can complete the survey if you want to and if your parents are okay with it. The survey is going to have a lot of questions about our club. It's going to ask you about, do you feel safe here? Questions like, have you been bullied while you're at the club? Do you feel like there are adults here who you can talk to? Those kinds of things. The survey is also going to ask you information about your regular day-to-day life. So it might ask you, how many times this week did you eat vegetables? Or how many days this week were you physically active? And what this survey does, not only does it give us here at our club feedback on how we're doing, or maybe some areas that we need to do better on, this information also goes to the Boys and Girls Club National Office. They're located in Atlanta, Georgia, and they compile this information from kids all over the country, and they use this information to see, on average, what the daily life of a club member looks like. So those questions about your day-to-day, about your eating habits, about your activity habits, how much sleep you get, those kinds of things, that information gets compiled and it's used for research nationwide. So you guys are a part of something big by doing this survey, and it helps people in all different areas see kind of what the normal is for kids across the country. So this is a really big deal. This survey is confidential. It is not anonymous. You will have to log in using your date of birth and your club member ID. The reason for that is so that the national office can make sure that we're not just making fake surveys and sending them in. So they have to guarantee that every survey is completed by a club member, which is why you will have to log in with your information. However, your answers are completely secret. Our staff will never know who answered what to any specific question. The information that we get after the survey is completed comes in bulk form. So we know what percentage or what number of club members answered a question a specific way. But we will never know specifically what your answer was to any question. So you can be as honest as you want to be. As an incentive to participate in the survey, because it is completely optional, you do not have to do the survey if you don't want to. Also, if you choose to do the survey and there's questions that you don't want to answer, you can skip them. But as an incentive to encourage you guys to do the survey, all of the staff have agreed to participate in the possibility of getting a pie to the face. Now, we tried to do this last year, and of course, we got cut short when we closed for COVID. So everybody who completes the survey is going to get a little ticket. I'm going to hang this guy up. We're going to assign a pocket to each staff member, and you guys will get to take your ticket and vote for who you want to see get a pie to the face. And whoever on April 9th has the most votes, so the most tickets in their pocket, will get a pie to the face. And something that we did last year, I'm going to put this out as a possibility. We'll see if you guys can earn it. We might draw a ticket with somebody's name on it to see who gets to throw the pie. So not only will you see one of your staff members get a pie to the face, you might have the opportunity to throw it yourself. So we want everybody to participate in the survey so that we can have the best information possible. But also remember, you get to vote for somebody to get a pie to the face. It could be your staff member. It could be Miss Debbie. It could be me. All right. If you guys have any questions about the NYOI survey, you can ask me or Miss Debbie, and we'll answer those as best we can. If we don't know the answer, we will figure it out for you. Okay, the last thing I need to talk about today is the phones. So I mentioned in the last assembly that we are going to allow use of phones on Fridays because Fridays are a little less structured. You guys have cooking class that takes up a lot of the day, or you've got a movie day for the whole day. So we are going to allow, as a group, for you guys to earn to use your phones. Now, in order to be able to use your phones on Fridays, you have to participate in your activities throughout the week. You guys have to be upholding your group agreement. You have to be kind and be respectful, okay? So if you're not happy with the activity that's being done, that's okay. Be polite about it. Maybe talk to your staff in a nice way, and maybe they'll change it. But in order to earn phone time, you guys will earn it as a group. So your entire group will either earn or not earn phone privileges for Fridays. Participate in your activities. That includes what's going on in the homework room. Uphold your group agreement. Be kind and respectful. Now, I will have a written policy for the phones that your staff will go over with you before this Friday, but just a quick review of a couple of things, because we do have some rules that will go along with the phones, okay? First thing is, you're going to bring your own device. We're not providing phones for you guys to use, but if you have a phone, you are welcome to bring it and use it on Fridays. For right now, I'm not going to let you guys connect to the club Wi-Fi because we are stuck with slow internet for the moment. And when we're running movies and things on Fridays, too many devices on the Wi-Fi will slow it down. So you're not going to be able to connect your phones to the Wi-Fi, so you will be using your own data, so keep that in mind. The next thing is if you guys do not follow the rules with the phones, we will lose this privilege, okay? And that may be that you lose your phone privilege. It may be, if it is a big issue, that we'll do away with it for the whole club. But I am hopeful and confident that you guys will be able to do this properly and appropriately, okay? So a couple of things. We are not going to allow inappropriate communication on your phone. So that means bad language, being rude, being threatening to other people. So you are not going to be able to use your phones to be ugly, hateful, or hurtful to other people, whether they are in the club or outside of the club, okay? Next thing is the club is not responsible for loss or damage to your phone. One of the big rules that everybody signs off with at the beginning of the year is that you understand it's best to leave expensive, pricey things at home, because sometimes things happen at the club. So if you are using your phone, you are responsible for it. If you bring your phone out and it is lost, if you bring your phone out and it gets broken, the club is not going to replace your phone, okay? You are making the choice to have it out and use it here. If we have any issues with you guys looking at inappropriate content or using your phones to bully other people, harass, threaten, things like that, we will notify your parents immediately, and you will lose the privilege of using your phone. So, also, no sharing of devices. Now, let me explain that. That means that if I have my phone, I can't just hand it off to somebody else and let them go play, do whatever with it. If you are doing something on your device and somebody else is there with you, that is totally fine. So you can share in that respect. But your phone does not need to leave your possession. Okay? Like I said, I will have written policy for your staff later this week before Friday, so they're going to go over it with you specifically, but those are the ground rules. Now, please remember, this could change. Remember, I'm still pretty new here, and we're still trying to figure out exactly how everything works, so this is just the basic policy for now. If we see that there are other things come up that we need to address, we might change it, and I will keep you guys informed. All right. I think that's it for today. I know that's quite a bit, but we've got Girl Scouts and the survey starting next week. Phones starting on Friday. And that's it. Make sure to smile even when you're wearing your mask, and I will see you all next time.